Well, here we are. It's Friday, the 9th of November. And here we are. And tonight, we've got a few issues to bring up on the show. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. And recapping last week, we spoke about healthy meals and stuff like that. And now here with me in the studio is my offsider. Good evening.
Good evening, Barry. Good evening, viewers. Tonight we had delicious steak Diane.
And if I can just get my offsider to put the recipe up there.
There's the recipe for all the viewers.
And
hope everybody enjoys it like we did.
And how do you make steak Diane? Well, a sirloin steaks. And mushroom sauce, mashed potatoes, and broccoli to go with that.
If you like, you can put brandy and Worcestershire sauce in there as well.
For those that are alcoholics. Well, usually we will go right through to the end of December with our Friday wraps, but we are wrapping them up a bit early this year to prepare for Christmas. And here's my offside.
I think we're going to finish week before Christmas. It's time to have a holiday in a couple of weeks.
And
we can have a summer holiday program.
Well, we're going to be finishing on the 30th of November. Our Friday wraps.
Just before summer.
Just before summer. Because as the saying goes, it is time to have a break and get ready for the new programs next year. Here's my offsider.
Sounds good, Barry. You're going to have a summer program this year?
Yes, and that will take place in December.
1st of December.
And what date is the 1st of December?
What day is the 1st of December? We'll look it up for the viewers.
So our final Friday night wrap for 2018 will be on the 30th of November. Here's my offsider.
It'll be Friday, 30th November. Will be the last Friday night wrap. And then we start summertime series.
Yeah, and
on Saturday, 1st of December.
And that goes right through until February. But we will resume our normal Friday wraps sometime in January of next year. Like television presenters and radio presenters, I need to take a break from doing the wraps because it is a big job for me putting the wraps together for you each week. And here's my offsider.
Yeah, it's a big production, Barry. You've got to get all your material ready so you can have a month off.
So, as I've been saying, we usually carry on right through the summer series, right through until February, but it is time for me to have a break. However, if you would still like to watch some of the recent videos I did, you can do so. Here's my offsider.
Yep, you look back on past series Friday night wraps and weekend programs, lunchtime program. See what material of that during the year. Been a big year, Barry.
And the big highlight for me was the Careflight visit back in February of this year. And it was a very hot day there. Here's my oxider.
It was. Last Friday was very hot, 37 degrees. Now today's very cold, at 17 degrees.
Yeah, so I think that's why everybody is getting sick. So if you are sick, viewers, please do not come to work. Here's my oxider.
Yes, if you're sick, don't come to work. It's this time of year everyone gets sick. The weather's going from hot to cold. So if you're sick, what should you do?
Well, my outsider and I are giving you the answer right now, and that is stay home. Don't spread your germs around like something on toast. Here's my outsider.
Yep. Have something plain, Barry. Chicken soup's always good to make you feel better.
And drink your fluids too, ladies and gentlemen. It is important for us to respect the staff when they are on shift. And this is our next topic here on tonight's show. Here's my outsider.
Yep. Good to try and stay well, Barry, but if you're not well, the things you can do to help you feel better.
Not that we've spoken about that. And now it's time for the next subject. The next subject on tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, is clients screaming at staff. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, it's not very pleasant being screamed at.
Or swearing either.
No, or swearing, or hitting, or biting.
Or bullying. And that won't be tolerated.
If someone's got a problem, they should just talk about it. Or go see the manager.
And on to some positive stuff. Well, we've got a big December coming up. We've got summer safety tips. We've got preparation for Christmas and road safety. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, maybe you can have some suggestions on Christmas presents and where to go shopping.
And that is the next subject also on tonight's show. But don't buy star presents. It's not in the policy.
Can you buy a Christmas card?
Well, you can give the staff a Christmas card, but not a present. And the reason why I'm bringing all this up on tonight's show is because you may have brought a watch that might have cost $600. The staff can't accept that. What are the policies about clients buying presents for staff?
Yeah, they can't buy any expensive presents. Maybe they could give a box of chocolate. That's it.
And that's it. We thank you for watching our shows over this year. And here's my outsider.
Been an action-packed show, Darren. Lots of handy tips. I think you might have saved some lives with the road safety, sun safety, swimming safety. Lots of safety methods there, Darren.
And the new Northern Beaches Hospital opened up at the end of last month as well. Here's my offsider.
I think we're going for a visit there on Sunday. If anybody wants to come,
So
might see you up there if anyone wants to go.
and I went there and the receptionist said you can only stay in the concourse area or the cafe.
That's okay. You can go to the cafe for a coffee.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll see you up there, Darren.
So the last thing on tonight's show before we wrap up is 000, and here's that topic now. When should we ring 000? Only in an emergency. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, reserve 000 for the real emergencies. Because if people are using it and annoying all the operators, I mean, someone has a real emergency, can't get through. Somebody might die of a heart attack, or car accident victim,
Or chest pain,
or choking,
or choking, or anything like that. So,
or diarrhea.
or diarrhea. So, if you're going to be stupid enough to ring 000 and you don't have an emergency, then you are looking at a big fine, and there goes your night out at the club, fish and chips, and your pizzas, your takeaway, and it might have to be just 2-minute noodles or a home cooked meal at the ranch. And this might teach you a lesson, because if you ring 000 the second time and you call back home for the rest of your life, it won't come, because you'll just have to drive yourself up there. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, especially if you're having a baby, Darren. Just going to have to drive yourself straight to the hospital. You can't wait for the ambulance. That's a real emergency. The babies don't wait for anyone.
And 000 call takers do not have the time to muck around with fake calls or nuisance calls. Here's my offsider.
Yep, so don't ring them up to get a pizza delivery.
Or a taxi.
And don't ring them up because you got a sore toe.
Or you have dropped your chocolates on the floor. Now, this year, in April 8th, a report was aired on Channel 9 about a Penrith man making 182 nuisance calls to 000 ambulance. And here's my offsider.
Yeah, they eventually found him, and I think he went to jail. So they've been wasting time on him while they should have been attending emergencies. You got a big fine.
And radio legend Bob Rogers from 2CH retires today after a long time on radio.
When did he first start, man?
1942.
That's a long time.
So he will present his last show tomorrow night from 6 till midnight on 2CH. So all of us here on the Northern Beaches wish you a happy retirement, Bob. and he turned 92 next week, I think, it said on the news. So, it's an end of an era for Bob Rogers at 2TH. Well, we're out of time here on the Friday Wrap, but join me again next week, Friday night, for another wrap. And before we go, there you are, you see the ingredients on your screen there for steak Diane. And I'm just getting my offsider to read the ingredients for you.
Yep. Scotch fillet steak, olive oil, butter, Worcestershire sauce, mushrooms, brandy, thickened cream, and some freshly chopped parsley.
So that what steak was it again?
Scotch fillet.
So Scotch fillet steak is best for this recipe, everybody.
Very good.
And we had this with mashed potato and broccoli, and it smells so good. Well, and that is our show for this Friday, the 9th of November. And do you know, on this day in 1984, I came down to Sydney.
Oh, really? Interesting, yeah?
On the 9th of November. So how long ago was that?
34 years ago.
So 34 years ago, I moved down to Sydney.
When you were 10 years old?
When I was 9 years old.
Well done, Barry.
So if I can just get my offsider to get a photo of me.
That's young Barry when he come to Sydney.
A photo on the right. But that was me at 9 years of age.
That's when you first came to Sydney.
And that was me in 1985 at the age of 10. So
there's your school photos, are they, Barry?
Yeah, so that was me.
Well done.
And that's all we've got time for tonight on the show. So once again, please do not be rude to the staff. And we'd like to leave you with this quote tonight. And here's my offside.
Yeah, be kind to one another. Remember, if you're angry, talk about it.
Don't just go exploding like a firework.
It doesn't help.
And when two try to go to war, who will win?
Only one of them.
Nobody.
Nobody wins. That's right.
So, on the 30th of November is when we do the last Friday wrap for the year. And here's my offside now.
Yep, so we'll have a fun-packed episode.
And we'll have a fun-packed show that night. Go over some of the highlights as well. And bring you a preview of next year's show, 2019.
When's the show going to start in 2019?
The first one will be in early January.
Will that be a Friday?
Yeah.
So that'll be Friday, January 4th.
And our first Friday rap will be on Friday, January 4th, 2019. And we kick off the brand new season with some jam-packed ideas, new recipes, car safety, van safety, you name it. And we'll have it all for you after a break. And thank you for your company tonight on the show. And we look forward to your company sometime over the weekend. Until then, everybody, good night from me and my offsider.
Good night, Barry. Good night, viewers.
And remember, if you are down for an outing, commit yourself. Here's another closing message.
Yep. And be safe out there on the roads.
And slip, slop, slap. That's what we've been saying to you. So, on that note, as Tony Barber used to say at the end of Sale of the Century, keep smiling and bye for now. Good night, everyone, and here's my offsider.
Yeah, good night, Barry. Good night, viewers.
Thanks for watching our Friday wrap for the 9th of November. Good night, everyone.